Welcome to the Capitol. We are up here with Majority Whip Mike Jackson. Mike, thanks for coming in and allowing us time to speak with you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
It's always nice that we can come together with the people of Enid, those you represent, and talk a little bit about the activity up here at the Capitol. Tell us a little bit about the exciting start to the week.
Sure, this has been an exciting week, and every start of the session is started by State of the State by Governor Henry. And this year he talked a lot about the budgetary issues that we will be faced throughout the upcoming session, and he talked a lot about the different things that he plans to do. I think that it was pretty well received by the legislature. It kind of laid out a good first plan. We finally finished the first week, and we've been going through the committee process, and now we've finished through the initial parts of what we have to do on the floor in order to get to where we need to get. And at this point, we're doing pretty well in terms of moving right along. I think it's the fastest we've ever actually been done with the appropriation shell bills, which are very important to the end of the process.
All right, so moving into committee and being the majority whip, that's some of your responsibility to make sure the entire agenda is going along strong, right?
Sure. We've already gone through all the bills that were introduced in January.
Okay.
We assigned those to committee in early January or middle January, and now at this point we're starting to go through all the committee processes. Yesterday I had my first committee meeting, which was in Rules, which I'm the vice chair of Rules, and we listened to a number of different issues, including voter ID, which I know is an issue that's come up in some of my campaigns and some of the forums that we've done in Enid. So at this point, we're discussing that, and Representative Sue Tibbs is the one who's carrying that. There are some objections from certain individuals, but I think that we're doing our best to address each and every one of those issues as they come forward.
And in a nutshell, Mike, could you tell us what that actually means, the voter ID bill?
Well, the voter ID bill is just requiring those who come to vote on Election Day to show some sort of a photo ID.
Okay.
In order to work or to receive welfare benefits or anything like that, you have to have a state-issued ID.
Okay.
So what we're saying is when you come to vote, let's make sure that the voter is who he or she says she is, and that's kind of the overall concept of a voter identification bill.
Okay, so pretty straightforward for all of us to be able to understand. What else is happening in committee? I understand, we are at the cutting edge. A bill is about to be presented.
Sure. And at this point, for the last 4 years, I've been working on a bill, and this year the bill number is 1467, and the House Bill 1466. And House Bill 1466 is a bill that looks at landlords. And over the course of my tenure as the representative in Enid, we have toured and we have talked to a lot of real estate agents and to landlords in the city of Enid. Some of the property owners have had major damage done to some of the property that they own. One of the things that we've been working with the district attorney's office is trying to come up with a way to try to alleviate some of the problems that we're having. There is a law on the books, which is malicious mischief, which allows for a misdemeanor to be prosecuted from the DA's perspective.
Okay.
One of the things that is very difficult with the law right now is the burden of proof to be able to prove that they actually committed the damage. So what we did is we adjusted and put in provisions that did safeguard those who don't do it knowingly or willingly.
Yeah.
So we put provisions in there to safeguard against an accidental type of a situation.
Sure.
But that's one of the things that we've been working on in the last 4 years, and hopefully this year we passed it out last year at the House, I think 96-3. The Senate to pass it the first initial time, but then it died in the Senate. So hopefully this year we will be able to get the Senate to move forward, and Governor Henry will see the wisdom in the bill.
There you go. And that is a great example, Mike, of how a bill can progress, even taking years, because you have been working on this for so long. And in 20 minutes, now just 15 minutes, it's going to be presented again.
That's correct. And, for the most part, every piece of legislation that's out here doesn't necessarily get passed. A very intelligent person told me as soon as I came into the Oklahoma House of Representatives that it takes about 3 to 5 years to get any good idea to become law. So it takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot of willpower in a lot of cases. But at this point, I do believe that we have answered all the questions. We have addressed all the issues dealing with the landlord's bill, and I think that in 15 minutes, we'll see that from the perspective of the Judiciary Committee.
That's a lot of fun, and we know tenacity stays with the one that's called the whip.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, thank you very much, and we
you.
look forward to having you and talking with you again here in Enid at the Capitol next week, man.
Thank you very much.